live. And just kind of getting things set up here. I'm going to miss a couple of, I'm trying to set up a second monitor so I can see any comments or anything, so give me a moment while I do this. Okay. Gonna hear some little kids in the background because I got a bunch of them. Hello. It's good to see you guys. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to stand for a little bit until I can get myself streaming this. And anyway, so I work about 4 months out, simply because I need to in order to keep this thing going. And move that so that people can see. So this is about 4 months from now, something that will be that I'll be working on. As you can see, I kind of already started it a little bit, and this is progression. Thank you. I'm trying. Right now I've been in a mode where I haven't been drawing as much. Hopefully you guys can hear me well. Haven't been drawing as much, or inking I should say. So feeling a little rusty. Can you guys hear me well? Okay, good. So my brush has gone a little dry. I like dry lines, but I'm trying to get it to get a little bit more thick. So that's a much better line weight for me. And here we go. If I don't see a question, please feel free to write more and write it again. No, I do not use a pocket pentel. I use these honking things. For anybody that's interested, I use all of these. Shown it before, but it's kind of something that people are always curious about. This guy is what I primarily ink with. Gives me really thin, really thick, and to dry. So this is what I do all of my lines or the basic with. Then I have this one. It's basically the same, it's just the fatter version. It's my mods that I particularly like. This guy right here, he's almost gonna have to be decommissioned, although it gives me some beautiful textures. This one right here is just flat, but it gives me a good solid to dry line. Very scratchy. And this guy. So I like this guy for feathering. I do that a lot. Like if I need to get in there and get this kind of hair effect, or if I'm going to use, if I'm going to get in and do grass or anything like that, sometimes I'll use that. Yeah, no problem. Running into an interesting issue where the stream is not being promoted on Twitter at all. So, I'm not sure why. Normally it... Well, thank you, Marcus. It's just normally when you start one of these things up, it just does it. I'm going to retweet you. Alright. Anyway, so let's get started. You can see I've already, like I said, I already got some pieces started here. I've got all my brushes, and I'll probably be whipping those out here and there as I go to fill in this area. Right now, this is Paul. This is the dad of the story, if you've been following the webcomic at all. You don't know anything about this part of it yet, like I said. So I start out 4 months, so this is 4 months into a storyline that just got started, and I'm really looking forward to everybody seeing. Alright. Had some technical issues to take care of there. Alright, so feel free to ask any questions. I'm going to try to see them. Otherwise, I'm just going to sit here and draw and not talk your all's ear off. Yeah, me too. I like that with a fine hand I can go small or I can go large with it. Okay, sorry guys. Let's see here. How long have I been inking? You mean like tonight or in general? Gonna guess that you mean in general. About, yeah, about, let's see here. Yeah. I knew who you were. Yeah, I love inking. I think, let's see, I think I started inking about 5-ish years ago now. It's a hard thing to get into, and I never felt really all that good at it. Still struggle with it. I've been doing a lot of iPad drawing right now, trying to understand color and that kind of stuff, and so I've been feeling really like out of sorts. But overall, about 5-ish years ago, 2010, somewhere middle to late, so 5-6 years now. My favorite pens are the Pentel, and the Pentel brush pen specifically. They have a lot of flexibility that I really like. And they're fairly inexpensive, so I don't have to worry about like damaging them and not being able. I can pick them up at Hobby Lobby. I can, pick them up at other places. It's not like the Kuretake or where you're spending like $30-$40 on something like that. Well, the webcomic doesn't get colored at all. But if I do, right now, if I do color is digital. But yeah, the webcomic, in order for me to keep it up, I don't do any coloring yet. If I take it into a book form at any time, that's my intention will be to color it then. Yes, they are fed with pressure when you squeeze them. And that's the other part that I like about them, because I can let it dry out. I have control over what and when it dries, as opposed to with like the Kuretake or the Kuretake or the Pentel brush, the pocket pen. Those I don't have any control over them, and I don't like that. All right. All right, so boom, boom, and face down. Is there a bad connection? Is it slowing down, or is everything going okay on my end? Or let me know what's going on there. Okay. Let's see here. I'm still here. Just want to say, style's amazing. Oh, thank you. I still learning my style, so I appreciate you saying that. It's a growth. I've got to figure out. I don't know about you guys, but you know, I deal with the struggles of keeping my style the way that I want it. I keep you know, struggle with trying to make sure that I've captured, you know, the feeling that I want and that kind of stuff. It's, you know, style it's a funny thing. It's a growth. So, you know, you make a mistake and you go, oh, yep, I like that. And so, you know, it's like right now I can feel in myself that I'm on the cusp of kind of a style change. Not drastic, but just something that works more like what I want it to be. And I don't know how that's going to go, and I don't know how that's going to, you know, when that actually happens, but you know, we'll see. But as far as, you know, drawing, I started drawing back. I started again drawing in 2010. Stopped for a long while, and just really been trying to work towards overcoming where I'm at now. So let's see here. So his face is down. This was a struggle to know exactly how I was going to capture this. So I'm going to pull out this guy. This is a Kuretake. It is a brush pen also, but it's not. It's stiff. It's a stiff brush pen, which has its own goodnesses. Alright, I'll be right here. that stuff out of the way. Alright, so bring out this guy. Actually, wrong one. There we are. Okay, so now I've inked through a lot of this. I'm going to run back into it, but this is the background here. As we can see, oh, look what I did. I do this often. These pants are supposed to be colored. This will go ahead. Okay, so right now that's what's going on here. No books. I am trying to work that direction, but no books. No comics other than my webcomic that I'm currently going on. I have stories, but nothing yet published. Yeah, that's the one I cut up and modified myself. The way I do it is when I need to, so I'll buy a fresh one, and then when I need to buy that fresh, buy a fresh new one, I will then take the old one that now has line quality issues and turn it into a mod. Alright, here we go. Actually, this one I need to be going the opposite direction. Alright, so let's see here. Oops. There's always something to see that you missed. So in this instance, gotta keep my shadows consistent. Oh, thank you, Mark. Thank you, Marcus. Sorry, I wanted to make sure I got that correct. Appreciate you hanging around. Oop. so there's panel 1. Panel 2. Put a little atmosphere in there, and then move this stuff here, and panel 3. Same kind of stuff, just a little bit of atmosphere throughout it. Oops, forgot the whole line there. Thank you. Alright, so it's pretty much done. Sorry about all the jitters. So, panel 1, panel 2, panel 3. Alright, so that's that. And I think I'm going to sign off for tonight. Thank you guys for joining me. Appreciate it. Look for this series, and this part will be hitting probably around May-ish, end of May, somewhere around there. But the next few weeks, we're going to be leading up to why he's fallen down. So, thank you guys, and I'll see you all later.